Hello, hello. It is Tuesday, which can only mean one thing. That's right, folks. It's TransWorld Live, and we're glad that you are here. Welcome to the party. Boy, do we have a great show for you tonight. Got some really amazing guests, some really amazing products, and we can't wait to talk to you about them. How's everybody's week been? Sean, what's going on? It's good to see you. I love what you guys are doing. Will, welcome to the party as people are starting to filter in now. Good to see you guys here. The Haunt Informer himself, all the way from O-Town. Good to see you, buddy. Philly Nation, always in the house. Love you guys. Cobwebs, good to see you guys too. We love when you watch, but we love you even more when you let us know that you are here. And unfortunately, Robert and I don't get a cool list of, hey, these are the folks that are watching. So if you want to let us know that you're here, just type something in the chat. Comment on any one of our 5 feeds, 4 on Facebook and 1 on YouTube, and let us know that you're here. We'll say hi and get you involved in our conversations. We have some birthdays to celebrate today. Our good friend Liz Cannon, happy birthday to her. Tomorrow, Gavin Rogers. Thursday, Tim O'Connell and Justin Long. Justin Long, super fan. We see him all the time. Friday, he's at every event, JB. And of course, the legendary Dwayne Sanburn. Congratulations to another year around the sun. Saturday, we've got Nina Marie, and our very own Emmy Smith. So if she's watching out in California right now, happy birthday to her early. And then Monday, superfan Nadine Malm, Randy Scallos, Marquis Jones, Tim Rash, and Eric Simpliski, the roller coaster extraordinaire himself. Folks, happy birthday to all of them. Monday, big day for birthdays. So this weekend, hopefully we got to see each other. We got to see a few folks there. We were talking last week's show about minis, which are gatherings, these free or very low cost gatherings that happen around the country that celebrate Christmas and Christmas decor for the home decorator. And I got a chance to go to Nashville and hang out with about 130 people at the Music City Lighting Summit. What a fun experience. And as a guy that comes from the haunting world, it was a great education to see that equal passion that folks, home haunters have, and everybody in the home haunt industry, the entire industry, to see that on the Christmas side and how they take great dedication in programming X-Lights and Lightorama and all the cool stuff that they do to make their shows as awesome as possible. Look at that. Robert doing the deep dive, finding a great picture there. Me and David had a great time out there. What an awesome time. And it was free. That was kind of the cool thing. What's great about these minis that are happening all over the country is they're going to be coming to the East Coast Christmas show, where we're going to do a mini meetup. So all of these people that are coming to all of these shows, they're going to be able to come get some discounted tickets and be able to hang out with us and enjoy everything that they love about Christmas. And maybe we'll introduce them to a little bit of haunting as well. Super excited. Well, obviously, we are on the road to East Coast Haunters Convention and East Coast Christmas Show. 2 different websites that you can go to get all of the news and information. EastCoastHauntersConvention.com, EastCoastChristmasShow.com. Now, I know Christmas folks don't like to be scared as much, but for us Halloween folks, I'm going to say something that's a little crazy. We're 30 days out, and that is absolutely crazy until Thursday, April 24th. Seminars, workshops, tours, events, all the hotel reservations, everything is online. Do not miss out. Of course, these rooms are a lot smaller than TransWorld. So if you want to get into some of these amazing seminars, workshops, and opportunities for learning and for growth, this is your opportunity to make sure that you beat the crowd. They're not only value priced, you're going to get them a lot cheaper than you're going to get at TransWorld. And they're still by the world-class educators that we have at all of our shows. So it's a no-brainer. You got to sign up, come see these amazing things. Now, I mentioned those 2 different programming languages earlier. X-Lights and Lightorama. We've got some workshops, some really hands-on workshops for the Christmas folks that you're going to be able to dig in and learn everything about those from really just the top names in the industry. So if you're new to Christmas decor, you want to learn a little bit more about them. I know for myself, it was an education just seeing a little bit on Saturday. So I'm super excited about the courses that Jen has put through so that people can learn all about this cool stuff and make their houses just the talk of the town. What's really cool, a new feature that Jen and Rich have both heavily pushed for the Christmas side this year is the installer series. And we're going to blow your mind. We talked about it a little bit last week, but it is free. It is completely free with your ticket to the shows. Now, one of the big questions that we get already is, wait a second. I knew about East Coast Haunters Convention. East Coast Christmas Show? When, where? What is this thing all about? If you're familiar with TransWorld in St. Louis and you know how those two shows, how the Halloween and haunted attractions, the Christmas show, and the interactive entertainment show, you know how they all combine and you can flawlessly move or seamlessly move in between those? That's what's happening here. If you buy a ticket to the Christmas side, you can walk into the haunt side. If you buy a ticket to the haunt side, you can go to the Christmas side. It's a value added after last year's huge explosion of amazingness here that Philadelphia and the entire Northeast brings. So we're super excited about debuting this new partner show that everyone's going to get a chance to see. And as we talked about in previous shows, going to be a lot of cash and carry. Going to be a lot of opportunity for you to come, pick up a new prop, maybe pick up some new stuff. And on the Halloween side, same story. You want to accent your costume. You want to accent your basement. This is your opportunity for a lot more cash and carry. So bring a bigger car, a bigger trunk, and maybe a trailer because you're going to fill it up. The exhibitor list is out, so take a look at that. I know Robert's going through the website right now, showing you how to get see that. That's going to get updated all the time. We have new people joining. And as Rich mentioned last week on last week's show, we only have under five booths or so that are available. So if you're thinking about exhibiting, time is really running out. It's not really even about time anymore. It's space. So we do have a cool feature. I don't know if we're able to show this or if we haven't shown this yet. Our very own Chad Savage of Sinister Visions actually created the new official t-shirt design for the East Coast Haunters Convention 2025. And I don't know if we've debuted it yet here, so maybe we can see if we're going to sneak a quick peek here. Maybe possibly. We'll hold on to that because potentially here you might get a chance to look at that maybe a little bit here later in the show. All right, we're super excited. We were just talking about exhibitors, and we've got a great one for you. She has been waiting to come on the show, and we wanted to make sure we got her on as quickly as possible. So TransWorld Live, help me in welcoming the amazing Ashley Polley from Pale Night Productions.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, so much.
How are you feeling about this whole East Coast thing? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I wanted to go. I wanted to go for the first year, and I didn't get to make it because of family vacation. And so this is my first time going myself. Pale Night was represented in a couple of booths there last year, and the vendors there did really, really well. And I've heard nothing but good things. So I'm really excited to go myself and experience it and get our own booth and kind of see what's going on.
Super excited about that. Okay, wait, before we dive into East Coast, we've got to ask, how was your TransWorld?
It's so good. It was so good. I am just working my butt off. I'm still trying to get some of my orders out. I'm like scraping the bottom, like, come on, we got to get all these out. But yes, we're really, really close to getting the last of them out. And it was really so good to see everyone. And we had snow this year and ice, and it was just so much fun. Like, I like to have products that can sort of span different genres, and yeah, the snow is just a really good time to bring out and just introduce to people.
That's such a good segue because you're right. It took the world by storm. And for some of those folks that are starting to decorate for Christmas, you
Mhm.
kind of now are bridging that gap. But before we get too crazy here, for those that don't know about Pale Night and your obsession with everything that is perma, tell us all about you guys.
Yeah, so our main product now is Perma Blood. So Pale Night Production started out as we built everything from um, blood for your prop sets and costumes to turnkey attractions. We restructured now. It is me making the paint, the props, and the sets and everything. Kind of Kip works for a company called the 13th Floor, and he does their tech for them and does really amazing things. And I took the paint side of it home around COVID. So anyway, I make Perma Blood, which is tried and true, tested, flexible, glossy, waterproof, great for your props, great for your sets, great for your costumes. You can throw those costumes in the washer and they're not going to fade on you. They're not going to bleed. They're just going to be what they were, what you want, what you did, like what you worked so hard on. It's still going to look like that. Um, the blood is just, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful product. I really love it. Like I love making it. I love seeing what people do with it.
No, you're so right on. It literally, if you need blood, everybody talks about perma blood. I mean, it's the name that you always hear, and it's on everything. And it's beautiful because people never have a complaint about the use of the application.
No. And if anybody ever does have any issues whatsoever, I'm like, please call me. I will fix it. I will fix it. Like, don't like if something weird happens or if it gets stored weird or the caps, just let me know. Like I have no problem taking care of my customers. 'Cause we have
Oh,
amazingly wonderful customers.
we have to talk about that for a second. You guys are legendary for your products, and we'll come back to that in a second. But you may even be more known for your customer service. Like you guys are amazing, and you take care of your people.
Yes, I try my best. As long as they give me the opportunity, I am there. I am just fixing it. People, when they call and they're like, "Oh, I got 32 of blood instead of my 32 of gore," I'm like, "Okay, great. I'm going to ship you your 32 of gore right now." And they're like, They're always, "Do you want me to send it back?" I'm like, "No, it was my mistake. Like, no, just keep it. Like, I want you to use it. I want you to keep it. I want you to enjoy your product." So yes, I love it.
That's awesome. Well, like you mentioned, it can go on anything that you need, right? Sets, props, masks, costumes, whatever it may be. And you're known for the perma blood, but I kind of made that joke about your perma everything.
Mm.
You guys have like 28,000 products in your line that are perma, prefixed here.
Yes.
Can we
Yeah.
can we talk about grime and glow
Yeah.
and gore and pulp and puke and poo and all it goes on and on?
Yes, my award-winning perma poo. That's so great. So great. Yeah, so after Perma Blood, our next thing that we came out with was the Perma Grime. So grime was initially created to mix with the Perma Blood. So like not everybody just wants the same color blood all the time. So we came out with the white, the black, the clear. We also have a mildew green, which is just amazing for everything. One of our most versatile colors is yellow, which is weird, but it is. Brown is a winner. Everybody loves the black and the brown.
Oh, for sure.
And the list goes on. We have some pumpkin colors. Somebody made a joke one day about pumpkin spice, and I was like, "Shh, don't threaten me with a good time." So I made
Yes.
a pumpkin spice custom kit. So you can get pumpkin yellow, pumpkin orange, and yellow along with the free little squeeze bottle, and it's adorable, and I love it.
I
We have Perma Glow, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This stuff just a lot of it is people just asking me like, "Do you make this or can you make this?" I'm like, "Of course I can." So I made the first one was UV green
Okay.
because someone asked me to. Scarehouse, they're like, "I need
Yeah.
UV green," and I'm like, "Heck yes, can
Okay.
do."
Done.
So I made that for them, and it just looked so cool, and I couldn't stop myself. So I just started collecting colors that I wanted to make. New for this year is the red and the blue. I feel like the red is kind of like the punchier version of the pink, so it
Okay.
might kind of transition at some point. But like I don't know if you want that kind of pink, then you can have that kind of pink. It doesn't bother me to carry a million things, but I just make what people want, and then we got into textures, and that's been so great. um, it's made by hand, and it's
Yeah.
made with love, and
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
sweat and tears. Um, so I make gore. That was our original texture. It's so gross, but so much fun and just wonderful. And it's a mess. It's really a mess, but I love it. And then one of our employees at the time, he's my guy that goes with me to trade shows. He says, we should make perma poo. And I'm like, that's the worst. We're not doing that. And you would just be shocked at how many people want that. Like, what are these people doing?
Right.
But no, bathrooms, kitchens, whatever, it's
Yep.
all over the place. One of my favorite to make actually is the puke.
Okay.
It's really, it's really thin and gross, but it kind of reminds me of like a broccoli cheddar soup, kind of. I don't know.
So I was going to ask,
pleasant.
Is it chunky or?
Yes, yes. All the textures everything is built in. So it all comes in a bucket. You just put a little glove on, you reach in there. Actually, you probably need a ladle for the puke or a spoon or something. But you just plop it where you want it and you let it dry. That's the best part about it. So the perma products, they're good to just do one and done, right? You can throw it on there, let it dry. It's going to do what it does and it's going to be great. But if you're the artistic type and you want it to be very specific or you want it to be your own, you can add whatever you want to it. You can add colors that we make. You can add colors that other people make. It takes all kinds. It's super versatile and really fun to use.
Love that. Now, we do have a question from the audience about any of your perma products, and we know it might vary, but how long does it typically take to dry?
Oh, yes, it does vary. Perma blood is maybe, depending on the humidity, it takes maybe an hour or so to dry to the touch. It's going to take 24 hours for a full like cure, like solid. Basically, don't get it wet for like a day.
Okay.
Just watching this while eating. The textures are going to take a lot longer. It's going to take maybe 2 or 3 hours, depending on humidity, could take longer. My suggestion on that always is put a fan on it. So it's going to be dry to the touch, but I still don't want you to touch it. Do not touch it. Let it go. I would say probably for like a week, because if you touch it, it's going to be dry on the outside. But it's going to need to dry on the inside too. So you're just going to have to leave it alone, resist the urge. Because I did it with the snow. I made this big heap of snow and it was so beautiful. And I was like, oh, is it dry? Bloop. And I just, right into it. So it was still looked great. It was just not the shape that I intended it originally.
Well, great segue, because you guys debuted 2 new products and you just mentioned them, snow and ice. Awesome lineup there and a ton of usage, because everybody's got a freezer scene or something that they want to appear cold. So this is smart.
That was another customer request. He's like, I just need you to make snow. I've been trying and I just can't. I just don't have what I want. And I was like, come on. Of course I can make snow. That's easy. Come on, give me something challenging. So I sourced some really fun, like really pleasant materials to work with, and they are great. They have the same like weather resistance, they have the same UV resistance, they have the same like just sturdiness of the gore and the poo and the pulp. Pulp is another really fun one. We're actually we're adding some things in there to make it a little more outdoor safe, like safer from the critters, but work in progress. But yes, the snow. So the snow is super fun. It has just the right amount of sparkle to it. And I worked really, really hard on that. I tried just a million iterations of how much glitter. And you would be shocked. It's a lot. It's a lot of glitter. But I love it. It looks so fun. And it's great for your ice cream truck or your freezer or your Christmas. So many of these people, the agri-tainment people with their outdoor stuff. So we are fortunate enough to be close to Talon Falls. And Talon Falls, Todd does an amazing Christmas everything. And he's like seamlessly transitions. I know, I'm sure it takes them tons of hours and a ton of work, but it's such a beautiful transition from one to the other. And I wanted to make a product that he could easily pop on there, and it's still going to be there next year. He's not going to have to do much to it, just to let it, it's snow, even when we don't always get snow where we are. I'm in Southern Illinois. He's in Kentucky.
Sure.
But yeah, so the ice is a lighter version of it. So it's much more, it's clear, it's glossy, it's wet looking.
Okay.
It's got the frost in there, but it has no glitter. So it's much more for your frozen bodies, for your morgue, things like that. So it does have different uses, but they're both equally a blast to make.
That is awesome. I'm excited. It's funny because we obviously just got a chance to see you guys live and in person, and pictures and videos don't do it justice. Like that just wets the whistle. You have to come see it, touch it, feel it. It's amazing. It's science. It's amazing.
Yes.
Now, this is an obvious question, but someone did ask, and I want to make sure we get that answer. You can use this product with proper drying times, of course, inside and outside.
Yes. Yeah, so that's the fun part about the Perma product line, is that it is super sturdy. It is super weather resistant. Really, the only thing you have to worry about with the snow is like if it were to get dirty, but you just kind of spray it up. Once it's dry, you can spray it off with air, you can spray it off with water, you can spray it off with whatever you want. Clean it up, it's good to go. And if anybody ever has something like get on their permablood, or they put it on something and they just didn't love the way it looked, the solution is always just add another layer.
Okay, good tips. See, these are pro tips. This is why people come.
Just a thin little, if anything happens to it, just little bitty layer on top. Excellent. I get people asking me a lot. They're like, the permablood soaked into my costume, and like, how do I get it to not do that? And I was like, well, you don't. That's what it does, and it's not coming out. But if you want it to sit on top, and if you want it to be glossier and look more, because it's a transparent red for sure. So I'm like, just add another layer on there. And so many people are like, oh, right, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Love that. We did have a question, and that's, I think you kind of answered that too. We had a question about ice, specifically if you have to do multiple layers to get the desired effect, and I think you kind of just answered that.
Yeah, it's really about your preference. A lot of our products are like that. It's about your preference. So if you want it heaped up and full of snow, you're going to want snow. If you want it a little bit thinner, but you want the frost in there, you're going to want the ice. But if you want some middle ground, you can either mix the two, or you can just, layer the ice and kind of get like a thicker, glossier look. It would look more like there was like a thicker water on there, like a thicker frozen sheen if you added some more on there. I'm touching my face. Like that's exactly, because there's, the head. It's just on her little face.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's.
And it is, let me tell you what. If you got nothing in the world to do with it, it is a blast to work with. It is just so pleasant to just reach in that bucket and touch it. So much fun.
So we favorite child time. What's your favorite to play with? What's your favorite to work with?
When I'm putting it in a bucket, puke is the most fun to pour. Okay. But as far as just like, loveliness of making like gallons at a time, is definitely snow by far. It is just so pleasant.
Nice. Okay.
Least favorite, probably gore or poo. Gore or poo. They're essentially the same. They're just different colors.
We have a newbie question, which we love those. So thank you. Keep asking them. Do any of your permas have a strong odor that anyone needs to be worried about as you're applying?
So generally no, but like I said, we have been working with the pulp to get it a little more critter resistant.
Sure.
So we're adding those sort of things, natural, like, I don't think it's peppermint oil, but it kind of smells like peppermint.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, that's not the worst smell in the world, but no, nothing major. The safety data sheet says just, you don't need, like, you should work in a ventilated area, but it doesn't have to be like well ventilated area. Like there's no cautions about it. It's good, pretty average.
No, good stuff. And Tara, we agree. Pro tips are the best. We're getting it right from the creator here. This is pretty special. Very nice. Guys, there obviously tons of love. You see lots of icons of the industry here talking about how great PermaBlood is. Okay, so we have to ask a wild question. Has there ever been a suggestion for a product you haven't developed yet? A new perma line that maybe someday might be in the works? No promises, but maybe.
Man, puke was one that I held out for the longest because I was like, I just don't want to. I don't want, that's gross. But it's actually kind of fun. I'm trying to think if somebody asked me to make something. Oh, yes, there is one. And it's very inappropriate and I won't be making it.
Okay. We're going to.
Sure, you can guess.
I think we have a good guess. Yep, we're good. We're good. Okay,
Yes.
fair enough. Going to be hard to market that one, right? I mean,
Yeah, well, I mean, people are already asking for it, so what are you going to do? But yeah, one more thing before I go is I wanted to point out my shirt. I'm so excited about our new T-shirt. That design there with the 20 years of blood, sweat, and tears. That design there is our T-shirt design.
Well, I'm so glad that you brought that up because there have been comments in the chat about getting that T-shirt from you guys at TransWorld. Will you have the T-shirt available at East Coast?
I will. I am limited on some sizes, but hopefully I'll be able to get some more because my printer's in the area. So I should be loaded up with fresh new, not that one, the other one, the red and white. Pretty sure. I don't know.
Robert will find it. He's great at that.
But yes.
Okay, so last big question, because I know you do have to go, and thank you so much for hanging with us. You guys have been around for 20 years.
There it is.
Yeah, it's a great shirt.
I really love it.
Classic appeal. But really, you guys have been around for 20 years, and you have made such a huge name for yourself. For those that are just starting off in the industry, do you have any advice for them as they really start getting the ball moving for whatever product, whatever haunt, whatever attraction they're working with?
We talked a little bit about this earlier about there's a camaraderie and there's kind of a culture shift. There are people who want to share their knowledge and there are people who really want to see you succeed, and they're pretty easy to find. I recommend asking, like, don't be afraid to ask the vendors what they did to get started. Don't be afraid to ask a haunt owner, like, what it looks like during the year, like what specific things looks like. I remember we had a haunt for a few years back, and I just remember going to Talon Falls and Todd just being so welcoming and so kind and just telling us, like, just kind of everything that we needed to know. And it was so nice. And we've just so many great, Dwayne Sandburn is another one, just so forthcoming and wonderful, and just kind, just wanting to share their time and their wisdom with you, which I think is just really, really cool. TransWorld, and I'm sure East Coast is going to be the same, even Midwest, like they're all shows where you can find those people. They want to chat with you. They want to share their knowledge. And it's smart. It's smart to get that knowledge. You don't always have to follow in footsteps, but you can definitely pave your own route. Another thing I will say is there's room in this industry for every creative person. Amen. If you have something creative to do, you have no need to do what someone else is doing. Like, there's a place for you. Be creative.
Those are the wisest words we've had in a long time. Ash, thank you so much. Guys, go check out Pale Night, palenight.com. Start your window shopping now. They will be at East Coast Haunters Convention, booth number 123. Very easy to remember. And come check out all of their amazing stuff. Say hi, pick up a t-shirt, and hang out with some amazing people. Ashley, thank you to you and the entire team.
Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, we'll see you in under 30 days. Is that scary?
Nah, I'll be all right. Oops, sorry.
See, we're right on time.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ash. Thank you so much. Oh, guys, this is awesome. We've got another exhibitor that just is awesome, and so glad that they're joining us here at East Coast Haunters Convention. We appreciate you guys being here too, and we can't wait to see you there in under 30 days. We've got lots to talk about, so don't go anywhere. We've got some words from our sponsor. Of course, big love to Ticket Spice, who is the premier show sponsor of TransWorld Live right here. So we appreciate you. All right, we are on the road to East Coast Haunters Convention and East Coast Christmas Show, but we are talking haunts tonight, folks. And we are talking about the Thursday night pre-show bus tour. That's right. The best part about our regional shows is that we get to visit all of the amazing haunted attractions within that bubble, within that radius, right? And this year we have two bangers. Got to give credit to Drew Badger. I was actually on the Big Scary Show actually last night. That'll air this upcoming weekend, and he brought that word up, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely, you're right. We got two bangers going here. So all right, you're going to want to go to eastcoasthauntersconvention.com and check out the Thursday Haunt pre-show tour link. Robert will put it in the chat. The itinerary goes so that you can make your travel plans or amend them if you haven't made them yet. Thursday, we're going to leave the hotels about 3 o'clock. Now, you could choose to drive yourself, or you can leave it all to us, and we will take care of everything with a bus ride, whatever your preference. But we're going to leave about 3 o'clock, and we're going to go to Brighton Asylum in New Jersey. We're going to hang out there, see their amazing tour. We're going to give you some food. We're going to head over to Fright Factory in Pennsylvania, right in the Philly area. And then we're going to get you back to your hotel by midnight. Here's the best part of why we're talking about it right now. Don't trust that date, but the early bird special is closing soon. It has not been announced, the new revised date. As you see on the website, it was originally like yesterday. That's been extended a couple of days so that we can let all of you get your chance to save a few dollars in there. There's a bus opportunity. Obviously, you can drive yourself. And again, it is sponsored by our good friends at Ticket Spice. And so to dive into all things that are the Thursday Haunt pre-show bus tour, we gotta talk to these amazing and haunted attractions. So why don't we start right outside of Philly there? TransWorld Live, help me in welcoming Mr. Joe Christy from Fright Factory Haunted Attraction.
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Not much.
How are things going?
Good. Getting ready for the convention, obviously.
So does this change your normal build cycle? Like, do you guys normally build in the summer and now everything has been moved up?
It just moves. It just pushes things a little back, but we should be okay.
Well, you're getting a lot of love in the chat already, and we've got so much stuff to unpack for most of the people that don't get a chance, because that's one of the best parts about the industry, having these regional shows, having our haunt tours, is that during the season, most folks don't get, the folks that really love haunts don't get a chance to visit all of the different metropolitan areas because a lot of them are working. So now they get a chance to see you guys. You guys are willing to open up in the off season and do a full show for us. But for everybody that's listening, let's start at the basics. Tell us about Fright Factory and everything that you guys are.
So this will be our 25th year.
Hey.
We're in a 120-year-old basement of a warehouse in South Philadelphia. So it's, has its own eeriness to it.
Yeah.
So you have to come check it out. Don't want to give away too much, so.
For sure. Well, I know we've got a couple of samples here. We're just on your website here, going to tempt everybody. And we do have a trailer for the whole tour too as well. But you guys are literally like not only a great show, but in a great setting, which really, like we talk about, is spine tingling to begin with.
Correct.
First, got to give you compliments. Everybody that's watching knows that 25 years in the industry is no small feat. I think the biggest question, and I mean, it's a hard question, and I know it comes out there, but like, what's your magic sauce? How have you guys made this work? With your management team, with your cast and crew, with the building, with everything, how have you made the magic for 25 years?
We're definitely actor driven, so it's probably the actors that make it.
Sure.
Kept us going this long. So, yeah, definitely the actors.
Love this. Now, okay, so how many? Because we always ask this: how many actors do you have, and then how many backstage crew do you have approximately?
We have about, like a little less than 100, so we have 50 actors, and then the rest make up crew.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Okay, very, very nice here. Really, what's amazing is you guys are what, like 125,000 square feet or something?
No,
Or
25,000.
25,000. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's ridiculous. That's awesome. Uh, what can people who have never been to your attraction before, what can they expect? Like, I know you guys are actor driven, but what's some of the style that you guys embody?
We focus on jump scares mostly,
Okay.
but yeah. So it's just a continuous walkthrough through a very dark and eerie basement.
Love
We
this.
have it's split into three different themes. So we have a factory side, and then asylum side, and then unholy, which will wrap up the end there. So
Very excited. Very excited. Okay, so we're talking about unveil the unholy, obviously, and survive the unforgettable.
yeah,
Love this. Love this. Now, okay, rumor has it, and you have to dispel this. You guys were on Travel Channel actually as one of the scariest haunts in America.
yeah, we were.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh, guys, this is great. And you're getting a ton of love here from the Philly Nation. People are coming out for this. Love this. Oh my gosh. Were you guys a part of East Coast Haunters Convention last year?
We did attend last year. We didn't have a booth or anything, but we did attend, and we purchased some stuff as well. So
That's awesome. What did you think of it? And how excited are you guys to be a part of it now?
we were shocked at the response. Well,
Yeah.
it was very, very overwhelming with the amount of people. So I'm excited for this year to see what it brings. So
Well, we got to just give you some personal love. Philly Nation said that you best believe it would not be Fright Factory without you, sir. You are the glue, apparently, that holds it all together. Dude, we're so excited to see you guys and everybody that's going to be on the bus. Where can people go and cry? Because literally, I've seen some comments in here about how you guys are truly terrifying in a very crazy atmosphere.
yeah, where they cry when it's over, I guess.
I love it. Oh my gosh, Joe, this is fantastic. Anything else that you want to add and let our viewers know when they get excited and why they should come out and be a part of the East Coast Convention Thursday pre-show tour?
Like you said, many people don't get the chance to go during the fall season, so it's a good chance to check out local haunts and get a chance to see multiple haunts. So I'm kind of jealous I'm not able to go, but maybe next year.
I love it. I love it. When you guys found out about this, like, how did you announce it to your crew? Did you guys get them all jacked up? Did you guys tell them about this? Like, how did that unveiling go?
They are just the opportunity for them to all get in costume and haunt in April is like enough for them they're all excited. They're ready every day. They're like, you need help? Do you want us to come down? So everyone's been ready to go. So as soon as we announced it, they were ready. So
I love it. I love it. Oh, this is fantastic. Well, guys, I can't believe you. We're going to see you in exactly 30 days because it's 30 days until April 24th. I've got one more question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So we did talk about the people that haven't been to your attraction yet.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the people that have? Will they be able to see maybe something new that they haven't seen before and a reason to come to this tour specifically?
Yeah, we've changed some things up in the off season. So obviously we're going to make our bigger changes after this tour, obviously for the next season for this fall. But there's always something new. We always have something going on. So
yeah. Okay, now wait. I've got some breaking news from our good friend at the Haunt Informer who tells us that you guys were a part of Terrifier 2
and 3.
Oh
yeah.
Do tell.
So all of us had just watched the movie because it was like gone viral,
Yeah.
And this, we've had people come down and do music videos and, B films. So we had some people come down to scout the location. We didn't think much of it.
Okay.
And we agreed to it. And then they came down and we found out what it was. And we were all like in shock that it was actually going to happen. So they came down, they filmed for like 2 weeks in November, but he loved the place so much that he actually went back and rewrote the script to fit in more of our Fright Factory. So basically the whole second half of the movie takes place in Terrifier 2, it takes place in Fright Factory.
How odd. Look at, oh my gosh. Guys, we need to be talking about that. Credit to the Haunt Informer. We love you, buddy. Thank you for that one. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So Travel Channel, Terrifier 2 and 3. Any other of awesome entertainment opportunities that you guys were a part of?
We've done so many different things over the years. It's just I can't even begin to tell you. You know what I mean? We've had so many things come through there. So yeah, a lot of the scenes from Terrifier are actually up, and you'll see them actually from the movie.
Oh,
They didn't change anything. They just came in and filmed right in the rooms we have. So we didn't change any of those rooms. So
that's awesome. Obviously, everybody loves art, but to be able to go through these now, not only are you seeing an amazing attraction, but you're also seeing a movie set. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they didn't do any changing. They just came in and filmed. So
all right. So all right, TransWorld Live. We have our homework set up. I know you've seen the movies. You got to watch them again before you leave for East Coast Hunters so that we make sure we know where those scenes are. Okay, this is a tough question, and you're allowed to say no if you guys haven't thought about this yet. With all of this, new Hollywood here, are fans on this tour allowed to take pictures during the show?
we usually don't let them, but
Okay.
there was mention about doing a lights on tour after our actual tour because we're the last one. So we'll probably just take in a couple of the rooms, take some photos.
Wicked. Okay.
Yeah, where the movie location spots will probably
very cool. Very cool. Okay, now we have like the most important question of the entire night, because no haunter does not love food. So outside of your attraction, you said you're in South Philly. We have to ask for especially the folks that are coming from outside the Philly market. Do you have a favorite cheesesteak or a favorite sandwich that you would recommend to any of the folks visiting?
So we do have a James Beard award-winning roast pork sandwich around the corner from the haunt. I don't know if we'll be open when you guys get there because they only open 3 days a week, and the line is usually down the block for it. So that's a really good place. And then we're obviously in South Philly, so there's so many good places.
Yes,
mom and pop places.
Yes. I feel like isn't Tony Luke's is on the south side too? Right?
It's actually called Tony Nick's, and it's literally right around the corner from.
Okay. Love that. And then I know you mentioned roast pork, and a lot of people that are like, hey, they just know that stereotypical Philly cheesesteak. I'm with you. I will choose the roast pork from Nick's, but I know that they're not always available all the time either.
The line is crazy for that place. It's literally down the road every day, every time they're open. So they do very well.
Oh my gosh. All right. So Food Fright fandom here from Hollywood. Come out, come see these guys. Come see Joe and his entire crew there. If you want to start wetting your whistle, frightfactoryphilly.com. And then Robert's also going to post the link where you can buy tickets to this East Coast Haunters Convention exclusive, where you're going to be able to hang out and get a lights on tour potentially if time's available, and meet the cast and crew here that makes one of South Philly's best haunted attractions tick for 25 years. Holy cow. Joe, thank you so much. And we can't wait to see you in 30 days.
Forward to it. Yep, 30 days. We'll see you then.
Tell your cast and crew we love him and we can't wait to see him.
Can't wait to see you guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Guys, I'm excited. I'm hungry for haunts, hungry for Philly. We can't wait to get there. But wait, there's more. That's right. That Thursday tour has 2 attractions on it. And joining Fright Factory is our other half of the deadly duo, TransWorld Live. Help me in welcoming Rich from Brighton Asylum. What's up, buddy? There we go. What's going on, sir? Oh no, we lost his audio. Oh no, we can see you. Robert will make magic happen here. Oh no. That's okay. Robert, this is what's wonderful. So last week, if you tuned in, and we hope you tune in every week, we did have some server issues, and it was fun because Robert, we'd never like making Robert stressed by any means at all, but Robert worked his butt off to make sure that we could get the show on and take care of everybody, because we love delivering this to you guys. So he is going to fix that with Rich. We're so glad that he is here too, because we want to talk about Brighton Asylum. One of the big questions that we always get about these tours, and we want to dispel that right now, is, are these full working operating tours And the answer is yes. They are lights off. They are with sound effects. They are with actors. They are just like you would see in October, because many of you are working other haunted attractions and can't get there. So yes, these are full. And as we were just talking about, sometimes, and it's going to be at the discretion of the ownership, they'll let you take pictures inside. This is a special tour just for us. There's usually not general public, so it's a special opportunity. Very, very nice there. Robert's posting it on the screen here. Again, there are some cutoffs. Don't trust that date that's on there. We are going to give it a small extension. But if you want to hang out with us, if you want to take the bus with us, I'm pretty sure Tater's on here somewhere. And I did see something about bus number 2. Maybe the home of Tater. So we've got some options for you. Of course, if you want to drive yourself, that way you can stop and pick up a roast pork sandwich or a Philly cheesesteak. You can do that as well. Philly is a great city for food. Chicago is too. We love you guys. But as we are waiting for Rich to get all that technical stuff working out here, tell us, what's your favorite food in Philly? For those that have been there, for those that live there, what are those recommendations for us that are coming out of town that they're like, yeah, you don't need to go to those 2 mega hits, the most popular 2 that are across the street from each other. You don't need to go to those. I got a secret one that the locals know. We need that insight here. So Philly, we're out there. We need you. That's great. We agree. Haunt Former. Brighton Asylum has excellent sets, beautiful props, great actors. Shout out to Frankie. That's awesome. We can't wait to meet Frankie. That's wonderful there. Elgin, yes, you're going to be on the bus. We love that. Sean says, Chicky and Pete's. Okay, so I'm glad to get that feedback there, because sometimes when you have a place that's at the airport, you don't know if you can trust it. You don't know if it's as big to the crowd. Rich, there we go, buddy.
It looks like it's fixed now.
What's going on? How are you, sir?
How are you? I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh my gosh, so excited. You guys are everybody is buzzing about this tour, and we can't wait to talk to you about it, because you got a lot of fans and a lot of support online right now.
Much appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Well, can we start off at the basics here? I know we've kind of talked a little bit. We've tempted everybody's whistle, but straight from the source, for those that don't know about Brighton Asylum and about your beautiful place in New Jersey, tell us everything. Who are you guys?
All right. Well, I mean, there's a lot I can tell you, but I don't want to give everything away. I'm going to echo Joe's sentiments. Give you something to come in. But listen, this is our 15th year of operation.
Congrats.
Thank you. We've been here since 2011. We have 3 main attractions that you're all going to experience when you guys come down. This is nothing that you guys can't look up online, so I'm not like giving anything major away.
No.
Kind of giving you a little bit of background and all of that on what you guys are going to see and what we're going to try to do. First attraction up is going to be Subculture. That'll be the first one. Brighton Asylum, which is our main attraction, and then you'll head upstairs to the Bleeding Grounds for the main. For the third attraction, I should say.
I like that.
You'll do all 3 of those. We'll also have a lot of activities out in our midway that'll be all open for you. Our gift shop will be open. We're going to try to have our horror museum open, which is actually a pretty unique attraction in that everything, just about everything, like 99.9% of everything in there are all screen used props and costumes from all different horror movies, action movies, sci-fi movies. So that'll be pretty cool. I think people will really like that. So you guys can kind of just wander in there and check out the pieces, take all the pictures and videos in the museum that you guys want. So there's that. We'll have some 5-minute escape rooms out in the trailers. All different horror themes open for you guys. We've got a voodoo theme. We've got a zombie bunker, an asylum. The 4th one eludes me right now. I'll come back to it. A lot of things happening out in the midway area. So we're going to have all that going for you guys. So that's pretty much it. We also do off-season haunted attractions. We've been doing that since 2012.
Yeah.
So we do a Christmas haunt. We do a Valentine themed haunt. We do a St. Patrick's. Those are our 3 main off-season attractions. But we've been trying things again for better than 12 years now. We've done a haunted attraction event for just about any holiday you can think of. We've pretty much tried it all, and we've narrowed it down to these three. These are pretty much our staples at this point. So
Love it. Robert's showing it right now. How was your St. Patrick's haunt just last weekend, right?
yeah, it was great. We had tremendous feedback on it.
Okay.
And every time we come back to these events, we always do a little spin or a little something different. This time, if one of the actors gave a specific coin to the customer, we gave that customer a refund at the ticket booth.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was our marketing team's idea, so I don't take credit for that. So
Sure.
Yep, that's all them. But again, we try to do things, we try to keep things fresh, do different things. So that even though they might have gone to the Christmas haunt the year before, when they come back, they're seeing something, completely different.
I love it. Now, you guys obviously have this museum that has all of these amazing screen used props.
Yes.
But you guys have your own fanfare as well. Like, you guys have been on the Today Show, BuzzFeed, all the major networks, and also Cake Boss.
Cake Boss, that was cool. Met Buddy, he came down and made a cake for the whole crew. I mean, that was pretty amazing. We had a great time with that. So yeah, he came down. The Today Show. We accidentally sent Tamron Hall to the hospital. We didn't actually find out about that until later.
Do tell. What happened?
Well, she came through with Al Roker and oh gosh, the names are now, I feel terrible because it's been so long. A few of them came through.
Sure.
And we heard the screaming is just like, it's insane. And they left. They gave us such a nice review, and they, posted it all up and did a review on it. And that's when she revealed that something didn't feel right the following day. And in her throat, and she had to go to the hospital for like a muscle tear in her throat or something along those lines. And it was just from all the constant screaming.
Oh my gosh.
We take no pleasure in having anyone injured by that, but it was quite a fantastic story,
I was going to say it's that badge of honor, but also you don't want anyone to get hurt, but you're also like, that's pretty awesome.
But it was definitely interesting and cool to hear about at the time.
Okay, we got to ask, because the Cake Boss, so they made a cake for you guys. How did it taste?
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you, it's no wonder that he does as well as he does.
Yeah.
The cake was absolutely fantastic. Crew loved it. That they made all these cool little figures based on our characters and put them all around the cake. I mean, it's so cool. I think the episode still airs now once in a while, so you can kind of catch it.
I feel like I've seen it, but we're definitely going to have to TransWorld Live. We have some more homework here. Terrifier 2 and 3, and now Cake Boss.
Yes.
Got to see this. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. It was interesting.
Very awesome. Now, obviously, for those that have never gone, and we've got some folks in the chat, like our good friend Sammy, who said this is on her bucket list. For those that don't know,
Sammy. Thank you.
For those that don't know, what could you say about what people are about to experience when they come to the East Coast Haunters Convention and see Brighton Asylum?
Well, I would say we try. Well, okay, just like Haunt Informer was just putting in there, we're known for our sets. Our sets are very hyper realistic, very, very detailed. People come to see us for that. So we're very, very detailed. Our actors are very, very dedicated. A lot of haunts have a lot of dedicated actors, but we're very proud of our actors. And they're going to do a great job for you guys, and you'll see, it's very, very cohesive that way. Our storyline is very cohesive. It all makes sense. And, we're very story driven. I think we're a very nice mix between the jump scares, the theatrics. We have a lot of different elements, so we have something for everyone. Because again, customers are, not going to always appreciate everything. Some people just like to come in and look around and enjoy the sets. Some people like to be scared on every little, they scare themselves before they even walk in the door. You know how it goes.
Oh, it's true.
So, everyone's different. So we like to have elements that are great for everyone.
That's awesome.
So I think that people are going to really enjoy it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now we love to ask. You don't have to give specifics, but
Sure.
how many cast and crew do you have for this amazing place?
Sure. So we have our actor count is somewhere in the 50 to 60 range.
Okay.
And again, we're indoors, we're compact. So that's
Sure.
going to go a very, very long way.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to being outdoors and you have a lot more space to cover and things of that nature. So we're about 50 to 60. And that's not including our event staff, our parking staff, our makeup staff, not including our queue lines, or our escape room staff. I forgot to mention all of that because we have 1 hour escape rooms as well. So that's a whole
Awesome.
separate element there. So all in all, we're over 100.
Love that. Love that. Okay, now we have a great question from a good friend here, Jennifer Luke, who asks, and we call this like the favorite kid question, but what is your personal favorite thing or area inside the haunt?
That's a great question. I think it changes season to season. It really all depends on what the updates are, what we do. For quite some time it was. I don't want to give away too much. It's so hard to answer this without
Sure. Exposing something. I agree.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult. A lot of our sets and our areas are very interactive.
Okay.
In that the lighting all interacts with the sets and the sound and everything. I mean, it's really, really all immersive. And we learn so much as each season goes and
Sure.
say, okay, wow, that was good. What can we do better this year? How can we change it? How can we improve it? And every year it gets better and better. I think that the new additions that we just did this past October are probably among the best that we've ever had. And we're planning new additions for this coming year. Unfortunately, will not be done in time for
That's okay.
the tour. But we're going to have a nice little package for everybody when they come, and it's going to tell about it's going to tell all about it.
Sure.
And and all of that. So
The
will have an
stats.
idea. Yeah, stats and what to expect and all of that. But I don't know. I didn't really answer her question, but it's very, very difficult to answer
Sure.
without giving anything away. I will say, other than the actual haunted house, the museum is probably my favorite. I think it just goes back to all the movies and just having those items and knowing that they were actually used or worn by the actor in the film. I just think it's just extra cool. Like you can be like 2 feet away from Ghostface, the entire, you'll be, 1 foot away from John Wick's costume from John Wick Parabellum. I mean, it's just really, really cool stuff. You just don't have an opportunity to see that stuff all the time. So I think that's super cool. That's
okay. All right. Easier question than potentially here. What's your favorite horror movie?
Oh, what's your favorite scary movie? I would say I'm an old school guy. I'm gonna go with A Nightmare on Elm Street in 1984.
Classic. Okay, I love it.
That's
Good
what
choice.
Kind of started it all for me.
Yeah.
Really got me as a kid, and kind of is what started the process for me is getting involved in horror films.
Yeah. How did you start? Like, what drew your love to this industry? Prior to owning and working Brighton Asylum?
Well, it was definitely the horror movies. Also, being an October baby, I go to a lot of haunted attractions. Spooky World was a big influence. Every year we would go to Spooky World for my birthday, and it just one of those things that really became a driving force in ultimately becoming an owner in the attraction.
So awesome.
That's awesome. It's just
you're continuing to get love here. I just want to point out a few.
I appreciate it. I'm so focused on what we're doing. I'm not reading
no, you don't
any of the
It's totally okay. Tim's Insanity.
Appreciate it. Dark Acres has got a lot of nice things to say. Haunt Scene. I appreciate everybody's comments and really, really appreciate it, and hope everyone's going to come out and check out all the new updates. We even have a new scene that we're hoping to have done in time for the tour that we're working on. So we're hoping to have it done in time. And that'll be upstairs in the Bleeding Ground, brand new scene.
Okay.
Hoping to have it done. So we're working on new
See-
stuff for you.
And that was going to be my next question was, if you've already seen it, why should you come back? And obviously you guys are still building, still developing.
Yeah, still working on sets and things, and we're hoping again to have it all squared away and done. It's a constant evolving process. It's kind of like, you stop to open,
Exactly.
and
That's
then you're
exactly
back
it.
at it again,
It's art. It's never finished. And I think that's what makes an amazing haunted attraction like yours, where it's like, great, we did this one season. Now we're going to take out half of this and we're going to do all of this again because we have our own minds, our own creativity that are going.
Well, that's what's also so frustrating about the whole thing, because it's never truly done. So, you're never satisfied. It's never finished.
Right.
You just stop to open, and it's like you're still salivating at the mouth because you want to do all these other things, and you can't do them. And you're like, all right, let's do the season here, and then we'll keep going. But it's just it never ends. It never ends. It's like you're in like a haunt addict, like trying to get do the next big thing, but it's never enough.
The only cure, if we can't get any more cowbell, we got to get more haunts. So we got to do it. We got to do it. Oh God, Rich, this is awesome. People are, like we said, they're going crazy here. Johnny from Haunt Scene literally said this place is capital, so good. Tara said this is
really appreciate you.
Tara's saying this is really making me want to go. And we want you guys to see how awesome this place is. BrightonAsylum.com, just to get a little wet, taste wet your whistle here. So
yeah. Oh, that's our Scooby-Doo photo op, which is pretty cool. And we have a new photo op that's just to the left of it, which is, if you can look and see what's there, we have a brand new photo op that's to the left of that as well. We like to have unique photo ops and things that are kind of different than what you'd normally have. Like, you have all the big monsters and things, which are cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're amazing. But we like to do things that are a little different that you're just not going to see when you go to another haunt.
Love
so
this.
Hopefully you like them when you guys come out.
Oh my gosh, people are salivating already, and we can't wait to get there, and can't believe this. 30 days. We're going to see you in 30 days. That's crazy.
So fast. We're working so diligently to try to get it all done in time. But again, I know you guys are going to come, and I'm going to feel like, I'm not done. I want to do more, but
we can't wait to see. We can't wait to see you. But before we close out the show for tonight, anything you want to say to everybody that's watching?
No, that's pretty much it. Just, we really appreciate you guys. We want to put on a great show for you. Come out and enjoy. That's why you're doing this, so yeah, I mean, you can always go to BrightonAsylum.com if you want to check out additional photos or videos or anything like that. And we can't wait to have you. Can't wait to see you guys.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for doing this. Thanks to your entire cast and crew. We appreciate that. Hang with us for just a second. Elgin Clock, you're 100% right. Actually, that date of the early bird extension, that's not on the website yet. So you're hearing some breaking news here. You can still get that early bird discount, but just go as fast as you can. Robert and I have not been given the new date, but we do know it's going to be very soon. That's dictated by the bus company. So if you want to get in and save a few couple bucks, do it quick. Do it quick. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks to Rich. Thanks to Ashley. Thank you to Joe. Thank you to all of you for watching. We can't do this show without you. We will be back here next Tuesday, April 1st, as we begin our home stretch to the East Coast Haunters Convention and East Coast Christmas show. As always, thanks to Robert and for all of his magic. And we will see you guys next Tuesday.